for a very rambly video this week. I actually don't even have a script. I have a vague title, and that's it. But I just wanted to ramble about this. I could have made a script. I chose not to. Here we are. Because I have tried, don't get me wrong, I have tried to make notes on this, and inevitably, I don't know, it just doesn't quite work out for me. I feel like I ramble anyways, so why not just ramble anyways? So if you can guess by the title of this video, it's gonna be something like, is witchcraft just shopping? And that's what it honestly feels like. Every single part of our community has a price tag to some degree. And that is it. That's the only thing that we have as modern day pagans, as modern day witches. That's it. Every single thing we do has a price tag. We don't have community space at all without a price tag, and it sucks. And when you start to notice how much the price tag is connected, it really just, to me, it caused such a disillusion to what we could be, and it sucks because you can't fix it just on your own. And it was one of the major things that pushed me to make my own, like, my career as a witch, which sounds weird, but as a witchcraft author, it is my job. And doing book reviews and stuff, I've made witchcraft my job. And so, like, I make money, not a lot, but a little bit, doing this. And so, I mean, I'm not completely against like, obviously I'm part of the problem to some degree, but also it pushed me to make my witchcraft books public, so that if you want to have access, witchcraft should be accessible, it should not be behind a paywall of any kind, and so mine are free. You can listen to the audiobook of it for free. If that's not the learning style, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to pay money, but like, there is at least a variant of it. And honestly, if you're finding my stuff, you're probably fine listening to me ramble anyways, but it's available for free. And that's not common. And I was inspired by an author, I don't even know who it was, not a genre I think I would ever care about. I think it was like spicy fantasy or something weird like that, not my thing. And yet every year around like the end of the year, she puts her ebooks for like 99 cents or like the lowest it'll let you, and then it makes it accessible for people. And she does it for like a week or two or something at the end of the year, and I was like, that's really cool, I want to do that. I just took it a step further and I made it all year round, because you can be poor all year round. And again, I don't think witchcraft should be behind a paywall, but I've noticed it all the time. While waiting to record this, because I was waiting for it to underheat from talking about these two, literally, I had like a Facebook notification of like, hey, so-and-so shop, witchcraft shop, has an event you might be interested in. Click. Instantly you've got to pay them money. Within the first probably 3-5 words of the event, gimme money, every time. And our only events are to spend money. Whether it's go to this ritual, you have to spend money. You have to pay for the event to just go, and or you have to bring food. That costs money. Like, if you're not poor enough to understand that that's still money, be grateful, because that's still money. And it can be a lot depending on your like grocery budget. And then all of our events are only based around give me money. And it sucks, because like, if you think about, like, granted, I think Pagan Pride has pretty much died out, which sucks. Like, this year, I don't think Utah even has one. We did for a minute there, but like the organizers are kind of all over the place. But even then, it's just to spend money. It's just a market, and that's it. And that's what we do have. We have the Utah Pagan Market, aka come give me money, and that's it. That's the only community space we have. And some shops used to have options that were actually pretty cool. It would have a little bit of a pay in to go, which sucked, but like, one, my husband used to go to a lot. There was a local shop. They've since changed this, which really sucks, but Crone's Hollow for us Utah witches. I don't know that any of you are also here, but hello if you are. But Crone's, they used to do a, like, Friday, I think it was, like, witchy hangout kind of a thing at their old location, and it was awesome. I think I went once, didn't go particularly great, but we tried. And so it used to be they'd have their shop in the front, and then like you'd kind of, it was a straight line from the entrance, and then there was like a second doorway thing, and it would go down. You had to go down these ramps or steps into kind of a hangout area, and it had a little coffee thing. I wouldn't even say it's a shop, just like a setup thing there of like coffees and teas. I think they might have even had like some little snacky snacks, and it was just a hangout place for witches, and they would specifically host like a time of like, hey, come hang out with other witches. And that was the thing they would do, and it was so freaking cool, and I wish they would have kept that. They didn't. They got rid of it. Their new location sucks so bad. I don't go there because it sucks so bad. If, like me, you have parking anxiety, no, just don't. It's so bad. Because, like, they have, like, maybe 4 parking spots in the front of their store. The other half of that belongs to the other place, and they will tow you. Apparently, it's quite a problem. At least the times that we've gone there, and it's been a minute, but I'm assuming nothing's changed. Same with the other business on the other side. It's like a teeny tiny little section. And then supposedly have additional parking in the back, but it's a single lane driveway, alley thing, one way. Not enough room. You don't know what the parking situation is back there. How big is it? Don't know. Never have gone back there. Half the time the gate's closed anyways, so you can't even go there when there's space. For those of us who have bigger cars, we don't have the tiny cars. Like, parking is one of my biggest conundrums. Same with like Cat and Cauldron. Oh my god, I hate their parking. I love the shop. I won't go there because their parking is so terrible. I just won't. I drive past it and I'm like, not on this road. No, it's so bad. There is no street parking because it's on a major road, and for whatever reason they didn't take out the front yard to make it into a parking lot to make it easy for people. No, they kept the yard. It's like somebody's house they've renovated into a shop. Again, the people there, the classes, it was fine, but like the parking sucks. But even then, all of the shops, that's the only thing you have. You go there to spend money. They don't want you hanging around. That isn't what they want. They want money. You come in, you're expected to pay money. Whether, again, it's to shop, to get a reading, to go to a ritual, everything is money. And online, so much, and again, I'm kind of guilty of it too, of everything is buy my program, buy my book, buy my course, buy my ritual, buy my whatever stupid thing, buy a reading. Like, there's so much buy in witchcraft. There's nothing left unless you're solitary, or if you happen to be blessed with a coven, but you're a rarity. That's not common. And even then, like, again, I have tried the coven thing, tried it a lot for a long time. It was the most wasted, I mean, I don't know, I guess it's not wasted. I did learn stuff of mostly, no, because like one of them had like 12 cats indoors, and the litter box was like, hadn't been changed in a really long time. And it was a hoarder situation where you're like, oh my god, no. And then also just, the pagans that just get on these weird high horsey things about their deities, and you're like, oh my god, okay, just not fitting in. And then also that group in particular was quite sexual, and as the ace person, not comfortable, and also a minor at that time, so that was fun. But even that had to pay money to go. And I tried to join a local coven. Again, same thing, money. You have to pay money every time. Whether, again, it's actual money or you have to pay in food. That's still money. That's still money. You still have to pay to go. And I compare it to if I was gonna go to a church. A Christian church, you can show up really and they don't care. Like, sure, you're supposed to give tithing, but like, I don't think they're gonna like deny you access for that, you know, where witchcraft, you're probably gonna, or they'll shame you and be like, oh, you can't afford it? Oh, well, I guess we could let you in. But like, it's such a money-based thing, and it sucks. Like, we're witches, why are we not just gathering in a park for free? You know, like, it doesn't cost that much. And the argument of like, well, it's supplies, it's like, cool, do witchcraft without it. You don't actually need the supplies. Or like, bring your own supplies. If you want to bring stuff, cool. If not, you want to do like astral work only, cool. Like, there's so many ways you could do it. And even if it's like we just find tools, use them, put them back in nature, that could work too. Like, and don't obviously like destroy landmarks and stuff. I know there's a thing about like the stacking rocks thing. Personally, I don't see how it really impacts the environment any more than walking there, but I know there's debates and there are people that take it to an extreme. But anyways, so like it's this thing that I've noticed in the craft where the only time we ever talk about community, there is an immediate price connection every single time. And, you know, we get flyers all the time for churches around here. All the time. Our town, I think we have like 3 different churches, like 3 different Christian denominations. They all have flyers. They have so many free events that's just to get the community together. And that's it. They have free food. You don't have to pay. You don't have to donate. You just show up. That's it. Sometimes they do have paid ones, by the way. It is existing. But they also have a lot of free events. And it just sucks that we don't have that in our community space at all. And again, the community is so decentralized that there is nothing really to grasp onto except to pay money. And that's it. That's the only time we get together, and it sucks. And it's one of the biggest things that I struggle with as a modern witch. Because again, like, we don't have a space that's not tied to money. Most of our space is buy supplies, buy the ritual, buy your spot at the table basically with, you know, a food donation, and that's it. And like, your worth as a witch is only valid if you have a way to give money back. If you have a way to give monetarily, aka money, back. And that's it. And it sucks. And again, it's not even like we have hangout places anymore, because there was quite a few, well, not a few, but like the shops out here used to have that for quite a few of the shops. Dancing Cranes, they used to have a cafe inside. Really good food. They had vegan and vegetarian options. So good. I miss their solstice tacos so much. Oh my god, I miss it so much. And I think they just took it out completely. And again, Crohn's used to have that. And we don't have it anymore. And more of the shops are just really heavily pushing just pay us money, and that's it. And if they try and, like, there's one that tries to have community space out here, but it's also in the parking lot, and the shop is like literally like a glorified closet. It is so small. And to be honest, the inventory, she's just trying to get started. I get that, but also it's like, oh my god. But even then, like, I don't really want to pay to go sit in a parking lot. That's not how I really envisioned witchcraft. And, you know, some of the local shops, like, it looks kind of interesting, but, like, the events are always pay us money and show up at, like, 7 p.m. on a Wednesday. It's like, no, we get up early. It's pretty late, because, like, you also have commute time to get there and get back in traffic. Ugh. And, I don't know, it's just, it feels like so much of witchcraft anymore. And, like, you watch videos, and again, I'm guilty of this, but so many of us are always pushing for the paid stuff, and mine's more of just like, hey, I would like to buy food, because I don't make a lot. I don't make a lot on YouTube from just behind the curtain a little bit. I make less than $1 a day, and if I don't post, I don't make anything that day. Literally none. It's a zero. And you're like, hey, I have to post every day until I die. Cool. And, like, I don't really sell books. Like, I might sell 1 or 2 a quarter, so that's under $10. Like, in Patreon, I take home less than $15 in a month. So that's not, like, making dough, you know? But, like, I don't know, it's the people that are, like, selling the courses for, like, hundreds or thousands of dollars that really irks me. Where it's like, you are not worth that. There's no way you're worth that at all. I'm sorry, no. It's just, oh my god. That's the thing, is everything is so much of a paywall that, like, you get burnt out looking at the paywalls. And the higher your paywall, the bigger the judgment, right? Because it's like, dude, I can go to this class, learn the same exact thing for like $10, $20, and then you want me to pay you $400 because you're online. You know, like, it's, I wish we had a community space to go to where you could just go and hang out with fellow witches, and we don't have that. And again, the closest you could get is local rituals, but again, you have to pay to go to those. And seeing other local event stuff where you're like, why can't we do that as pagans? Why can't we do that as witches? Why is this not a thing? And unfortunately, I don't know how to fix it. I don't have the funding to do that. I would love to. Oh, do you remember that? Do you remember Wisdom of Odin was gonna do that and then he scammed people out of so much money? I remember. Because yeah, he was gonna do that. He was gonna build a Viking temple here in the States, and then, oh my god, now suddenly he has a nicer place he lives, and he's traveling, and mysteriously that just kind of disappeared. Super weird how that happened. I could never, like, could you imagine how cool it would be to have like a witchy space just go? Donation based only, like you were rich enough that you could just pay for it and just like maintain it. Because like there are rich people that could do that. And of course, like there's people who would love to donate to keep something like that going, but we don't have that. And again, not a required donation thing either. That's the other trick. So I don't know, I'm burnt out on witchcraft always just being a price tag, especially for witchcraft as a community space. You can do it solitary. You can totally do it solitary and you're fine, you know, like you just do whatever. But it does suck that we don't have community space. And maybe it's different where you live. But here, I have not seen it not have a price tag attached. Ever. And again, even though Pagan Pride, you still had to pay though. You had to pay with a donation to get in. Like to go to Pagan Pride in the past, you always had to have a donation. So no, it's always had a price. Every time. Anyways, this is rambling a lot, so I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Huge thank you to my patrons. I know, I don't know, I guess it's different. I'm not telling you to join, I'm just saying thank you if you have. Here's the bonus crap that you get, cool. So yeah, if you want to hear me talk about fiction books and some witchy and witch-ish books that are usually like, I know they're not going to do well on the channel, they go there. And like for DNF, because I'm like, it feels weird to be like, watch my video, I didn't read the book and I'm just gonna complain about it, you know. It feels weird. And like if it's Norse, no, that's so toxic. Behind a paywall instantly. And yeah, so anyways, thank you to my Patreon peeps, and if you want to support me, it's over there. I also have my audiobooks for free over there, so there is free content. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I start my videos with my books though, so I don't know, it's one of those where you're like, but still, it's not like I'm trying to build a community. But I'm not, I don't know. Anyways, this is really rambly. Basically, it sucks that we don't have free spaces as witches that are community based. So anyways, if you have solutions, let me know. And until next time, blessed be.